Peace, 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 peace. Secret House, welcome back. Update, little thing for you here today on September something. What is today, guys?
September 7th.
September 7th. Yeah, so we're back and we're just we're relaxing. We're listening to the Illsugi August Fanon collaborative project called Kanagawa York. I think that's the name of it.
Hold tight Kanagawa. I lived there for my first 3 years in Japan.
Yeah, it's called Kanagawa York, and it's dope. It's like two tracks. It's Kanagawa and New York. Obviously, Kanagawa being Illsugi and New York being August Fanon. So yeah, that's I'll put the link into the bio. That's the beats in the background right now. We're starting with Kanagawa. Shout out. I'll be working out there sometimes.
Kawasaki City, Takatsuku represent. You already know.
The Kawasaki soccer team is fucking dope.
Kawasaki Frontale,
I fuck with them. I fuck with them, man.
Yeah,
all right. I'm too American for that.
I saw them body Tokyo FC last week.
Oh yeah, you went to the game?
Yeah,
Hey,
oh, okay.
Todoroki Stadium.
Word. But yeah, we're back. First and foremost, always thanks to all of our supporters, the people in the comments, the people that hit the like button, particularly all of our patrons. Shout out to all of you. Much love and appreciation. Today we're just kind of freestyling. We're going to record two reviews today.
Yes.
We are going to record a review for the
Brownsville Car,
which the name of the album is
The Thief Next to Jesus.
The Thief Next to Jesus. And then also we're going to record Big Flowers and Messiah Music.
Save the Bees.
Big Flowers, Messiah Music, Save the Bees. Next week we'll probably get the Black Chai in and Sasko as well. Yeah, so you see we got Deza with us, Secret House, you know what I mean, alum. And yeah, before we get into it, I want to give a shout out to Chong Wizard Records.
Hey.
Link in the bio. They just re-released the Sleeping Dogs
Faking
project.
my own death just to get some sleep.
Yeah, and I got a nice little little quote.
It's on the screen right now.
Yeah, it's on the screen right now.
Giving some editing work to Mega.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna do it. You got me. But yeah, yeah. So shout out to them. Link in the bio. Chong. This is one of the things that's important about supporting the community, man. Like he's putting out records for a variety of incredibly dope artists. He's doing it himself. He's there, like it's not a middleman. It's him, and he puts the shit out. And so I want you guys to think about that when you're tossing your money to the artists that you love and respect.
And an incredible artist in his own right as well.
Yeah.
Phenomenal producer.
Midnight Suns
that we reviewed earlier this year.
It's one of my favorites
really,
of the
really
year.
good.
I keep on going back to that. It's such a good album, especially for this weather. Phenomenal work. Yeah, Chong Wizard, super dope. And the work that he does through his label, they got a lot of really cool things, skateboard decks and shit like that. So pay attention, support. Also, as well as the variety of people that you'll see in our show notes, we rock with them and we try to put money into their pockets when you guys give us money. So yeah, this is not like a get rich scheme at all. We pretty much,
it's like a pyramid scheme, but the pyramid has another pyramid stacked on top of it.
Yeah, it's like a tetrahedron, interlocking tetrahedron,
an hourglass scheme.
I mean? Yeah. It's sacred geometry that we're pulling off over here. But yeah, thanks for that. Shout out to that. Is there anything else that was dope that happened? Oh yeah, I wrote the liner notes for the Black Chai August Fanon album. What is it called? What is with my memory?
Don't worry, it's escaped my mind as well. I was just listening to it.
A blur.
It's yeah.
I'm so bad with my
Otherwise
memory. Otherwise a blur. I don't know why I couldn't even remember the I think I haven't had enough coffee today, but also I'm an old man. And so yeah, I wrote the liner notes on that just dropped. We're going to be reviewing that as well as the Sasko album next week. And then there's so many other albums that we haven't touched yet. The JUS Squad B joint, the Navy Blue we still want to get to. What else did I mention? Death Tape 2 I want to get to. We just put out the Mavi. We just put out the Mavi. But yeah. So we're getting back into it. We had like a nice little hiatus, and then we thought we weren't going to have one, and then we just kind of kept it rocking with another hiatus last weekend and shit.
Man, the typhoon though, So,
yeah, it was a typhoon. That's true. That's right. So yeah, that's basically it. I don't really have anything else that like in particular that I wanted to discuss on the update video, other than just tell you guys that. Also, I don't know if you guys really rock with Rob Sonic, but today, the actual day that we're recording this, which is the 7th, is the 20th anniversary of Rob Sonic's kind of debut LP, solo LP, Telicatessen, which I think came out on Definitive Jokes. Rob Sonic is so ill, so dope. Are you guys really familiar with Rob like that?
No.
at all? No?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I love Rob Sonic. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and I'll put on a Rob Sonic track right now
Yeah, throw
off
some-
of this
throw
album.
some, Telicatessen.
Also, go back and... Oh, okay, I'll say that afterwards. But hold on, man. So much dope. All right. On Spotify is this 2018, but that is tremendously wrong. Let's go Sniper Picnic. Featuring our guy Alaska, Creature,
Hey.
Wind and Breeze. It's such a it's so different the direction that Alaska's rhyming has went. On this, he's kind of more like double timing,
Agile,
like
stacking, double time
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
I can't turn this up enough.
Yeah, it's tight.
Oh, it's hard. I think first is Creep. Okay. Rob Sonic is a really incredible artist, man. Like his project, his early work with Sonic some of that is like some of the most interesting rap music to hip hop music to come out at the time. All of his other albums are sonically different. His style's different. He's got the Hail Mary collabs with A$AP Rock, and both of those albums are some of A$AP's like dopest work. And it's just he's like one of those like great, incredible artists who has been putting it down since the late 90s in the independent underground scene, who doesn't necessarily get the flowers that he perhaps deserves, or maybe he does. I don't know, but all I know is that I've only come across like a few people that put him in their like top favorite MCs, and those are some of my favorite people, some of the favorite homies who, and I'm like, yeah, you're right, because he's always so fucking nice. He's like at rapping, he's funny, stacks well, and also I like his voice. Yeah, I want to hear Alaska's verse. Yeah, I'm gonna rock it. I almost remember the verse. I don't. But I was bumping this heavy. There's also a dope remix of this by LP, I think. Shout out to Win.
me.
2004. What was y'all doing in 2004?
How old were you, Desert? 2004.
Bro, I was in like 2004. I was I'm not good at math. I was 8. I was 8.
Okay, I was 12.
Okay.
Yeah, ain't no way as 8 I was gonna hear this shit.
I was like 22. Some shit like that, yeah.
When I was 12, I mean, I was like really into Linkin Park. I was really into Kanye. And I really liked De La Soul when I was like,
Hell yeah.
That's a good choice.
yeah, I was really into De La Soul. Still am.
I was in San Jose. I was rocking with Mondre Venderson Mister and Satori Gamma, Tibetan Death Quartet, rapping, making beats, live improv, kind of jazz type of shit. No, I wasn't really breaking back then. I would break every once in a while when there was like a cypher or whatever, but I didn't have a lot of breaking homies that I kicked it with often, so I stopped really breaking. 2004, I was Radio Inactive's insurance agent at that time.
Hey.
Shout out to Radio Inactive. I was just really rocking with I was going to a lot of Anticon shows in the Bay, going to a lot of hip hop shows in the Bay, rocking with a lot of the beat makers out there. Shout out to like ANT, Secluded Journalist, Mega Abusive, Joey Dubs, like a lot of, I was in San Jose and I was really rocking, but we were also, me and the homies were doing some very strange type of music. Oh, Shoplift is another joint that's... I think the LP remix of Shoplift is actually the doper version, but yeah, this album is so ill. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm kind of sad because when I was growing up, I didn't really have song recommendations like this.
Word.
You know, to be honest, my dad, he didn't really fuck with like music like that. You know, he was more straight edge, I guess.
Word.
So a lot of my music discovery came in like the later years by myself. So.
You know, my stepdad is not a rap guy at all, and he's young. When he became my stepdad, when I was like 8, and he was like 26. He's 19 years younger than my mom, but he wasn't a rap guy at all. Like him and my brother-in-law Lee, they're around the same age. They're not rap guys at all. But my other brother-in-law, EP, he was a big rap guy, so he would get all of the albums. So I remember like one of the earliest memories I have is like of like hip hop shit is losing a bet to my brother-in-law EP. He was like, "Yo, you got to give me $1 if what I show you is like really dope." And I was like, "You're not gonna show me anything dope. I'm about to watch the Power Rangers." And he had recorded the Snoop Dogg What's My Name video where he turns he turns into the dog and shit. And I was like, "Oh my god, that's so dope." And so I give him $1, but I would get all those joints. And in fact, that same video, my older cousin Teresla, she did Snoop's and the girl's hair for that music video back then. So I guess I kind of like, I don't know, I've always kind of been around hip hop to a degree. By the time I was 12, I was already breaking, and I already had OG like high school homies, like 16-year-olds, even 18-year-olds that were breaking. And all those dudes, they saw like, oh, you're 12. They immediately took us under their wing, you know, start like, here, peep this. I had like mad mixtapes. So I had like, there was so much music that I had that like, I just don't even know what it was because I was like a kid. But it was probably like, I don't know, Global Flotations or a bunch of like really underground hip hop shit that I just never heard again because, you know, you pop the tape or you lose. You lose it or some shit.
You can't really find it again.
But yeah, man, I've been doing the hip hop face for a long time, I guess. That's why I say a lot of times I feel like I'm more hip hop than I am a lot of my other things. I feel more hip hop than I feel American, even though they're kind of like, you know what I mean. But a lot like I feel more hip hop than I feel Filipino. I'm closer to hip hop culture than Filipino culture. Like I never been to the Philippines. I don't know how to speak it. Of course, I know some food, but if you live next to a Jollibee, you know fucking Filipino food. You know what I mean?
Are you going
like,
in January?
I would love to, but you know, I'm what a lot of people would call poor.
Yeah, and that makes two of us, but I'll figure it out.
You're talking about Rose Wedding in the Philippines?
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know. I would try to stack. I didn't look at the prices yet, but
I'm trapping right now, trying to make it up.
Man, if I just, there's a lot of things that feel like they're stacking up on you, boy, that make life a little bit difficult. But I'm relatively happy about everything. So let me put it back on this Kanagawa shit. But yeah, besides that, Rob Sonic, man, I don't know. I kind of want to start breaking again. Sometimes I teach my wife's breaking class on Wednesdays.
Oh, really?
And that's always fun. But it's easy because like the level of the kids is so low. It's like I don't have to teach them how to windmills. I teach them basic, like I can teach them like 6-step, 1-step. I can teach them 4-step. I can teach them K-kicks. I can teach them, you know, like help them with their hollow back handstands, type of things like that. But it's like really low level because they only learn for 50 minutes a week.
15?
50.
Oh, okay.
It's like it's an after school thing. It's an extended care after school program that we teach at. Where I was teaching podcasting at like a year ago or two. And
Really? Wow, man, you be doing a lot.
I was getting the bag for that podcasting shit too.
Yeah,
but
that was lucrative.
Yeah, I was getting like 30,000 yen for an hour a week.
30,000 an hour.
Yeah. And it was, you know, I wouldn't get that again if I did it, but I could probably finesse like a 15. But
That's crazy, dog.
I also just, with my health, I just haven't been wanting to do anything. So I'm not pursuing the bag, so to speak. My wife is holding it down. She makes more than me, and she works harder than me. And so when she comes home, I'm like, I'm the man. I wear the pants. I read it in the Bible. You got to listen to me about everything.
Nice.
Really toxic. No, me and my wife have a tremendous relationship, by the way, and she fucking holds me down unbelievably.
I'm going to rob my girlfriend, and then I'll go to Rose Wedding.
That's a great idea, actually.
Yeah,
that's a great idea.
You and your girlfriend are like probably like 2 or 3 tax brackets like away from each other in terms of like how much she makes and what she does.
I like
She's
a bougie
really
woman. What can I say?
Yeah, I mean that's dope. Like, if my wife ever leaves me, I'm shooting up. I'm gonna find me like a 50-year-old like career woman without kids, and I'm gonna fucking overdose on Viagra and just store her dick the best that I can and let her be my sugar mom.
I'm gonna go to Osaka and sell drugs.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you know, at least we have plans. My girlfriend accuses me of having no plans. I'm like, I'm gonna go to Osaka. I'm going to sell heroin.
Drugs.
Bro, I've been hearing bad news about that. So, like we know a lot of people out here, so I don't need to name anything or anything like that. But like one of the homies who's in the Yakuza, like he's a Yakuza fucking bona fide dude who's doing stuff like, man, the business is rough.
It's bad. Yeah.
The business is rough.
You know, it's rough when the Yakuza guys struggle, man.
Well, I mean, you know, the only reason he's probably not in jail right now is because he's got those connections. So he did a little bit of time, came out, another homie died. it's rough. It's rough. It's rough.
Yeah,
but
man.
you know, shout out to Japan. At least out here, I have health insurance. I'm gonna get on Ozempic, bro. You're gonna have like, yeah, I'm just gonna lose weight.
Ozempic height.
I don't.
No. Like, just be look.
I heard that shit's not
How old
good
are
for
you?
I'm 27.
Okay. And 31, 32. Bro, when I was 30, I was like in such good shape. That's why when I look at you guys, I'm just like, I just wait till you get to 40. But then I'm going to be 50. And so like,
I've been thinking about it a lot
Yeah.
because I've been putting on weight, but I haven't been like doing anything with the weight. I've just been
Letting it sit.
letting it sit. Like my local gym shut down. So I fucking love the
You're
gym.
just cultivating mass?
Yeah, I'm just cultivating mass, and like I'm like
Me too.
Bro,
I'm just
stacking
treating
up.
this as
Stacking it up.
an extended dirty bulk, and all of my fitness friends are just like, don't do that.
Yeah, it's actually it's not a good idea.
Yo, I ate fast food like 4 or 5 times this week since I
I
was
had
sick.
KFC for lunch today.
Yeah, like 4 or
Man,
5 times.
I had a crazy craving for that shit this morning.
So did I. That's why I had it. But then I to be fair, I did walk 90% of the way to Ikebukuro today, which is why I'm extremely sweaty.
That's fair. Sweat XL.
Sweat Axel.
That's hard. Anywho, do you guys want to share a song or some shit like that?
Yeah, we can do a little song share. What have you guys been listening to?
Let me see what I'm doing.
Oh, I already know what I'm sharing.
Cool. I have no idea what I'm sharing. I'm about
Bro,
to
you
look.
gotta put on the De La Soul and the Anonymous Nobody. Bro, the song I sent in the Discord yesterday,
Yeah.
bro. I'm going home from work. It's a long ass day. I'm on my bike and my MP3 player just plays what is it? Fuck.
The Rock Marcy joint?
No. The De La Soul.
Well, the Anonymous Nobody joint
It
with
was,
Rock
it
Marcy
was a
on
tra-
it
it was
is
a track
fucking.
5.
Oh, okay, that's not it.
Oh, it's not here. What the heck? I thought I posted it. Here.
I don't remember seeing it.
No. You put it in.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, Memory of Us.
Okay.
God, bro. When that shit came on, I was just biking home. Man, it was just perfect moment right there. I love this album.
So I kind of want to kill myself at the moment.
Bruh.
Because so on Monday and Tuesday it was like a kind of festival hosted by the absolutely incredible Shun Ishiwaka, probably the best drummer in the country right now, bar none. And he had a little festival which had, I guess, maybe about 12 bands over 2 days, all bands that Ishiwaka-san has played drums in, one of which is one of my favorite bands, maybe my favorite band right now.
Are you segueing into to playing your
to a
song?
song share? Yes.
Okay. We didn't even do Dez.
You didn't. You know. Okay.
We
you,
got it.
You
got
didn't
it.
have the shit, but
Okay. Let's do yours first, and then we'll talk about Dayla after.
You want to talk about Dayla? I mean, I need an
hit it,
adapter. Anyway, so I saw the songbook trio at that festival, which is Shun Ishiwaka, Manami Kakudo, and Shuta Nishida. And Manami Kakudo is like an amazing like experimental musician artist.
Yeah, she's dope.
Incredibly dope. She put out a really great album last year. She put out a really good album this year,
And the year before that too.
Yeah, she's been
incredible.
very consistent.
She's on
she's
Aaron's
on Raw
album,
Denshi as well. Aaron
and I saw
Shula,
her
yeah.
perform with him before twice. And Shun, to piggyback off of you talking about Shun, like not even being hyperbolic, he's probably one of the best jazz drummers in the world right now, and just a phenomenal talent that is recognized worldwide. And he just happens to be like this half Hokkaido, half Okinawan kid, and it like the northernmost and southernmost parts of Japan,
hot and cold.
also like mad indigenous type of people. And he's just amazing and cool as shit. I haven't seen him for a long time. Did you talk to him?
No.
Okay.
It was a massive thing. The turnout was absolutely huge.
Oh, okay.
So the reason I want to kill myself is because on the second day, I decided not to go, even though I was on the guest list. And they brought fucking Shina Ringo out as their fucking secret, like, guest performance. And I had a feeling she'd be there because he played on her last album, and she's a huge fan of his work. She's been rocking T-shirts with his face on them. But yeah, I chose not to go because I didn't feel like it. I was tired. So rip.
Bro
But
was
yeah.
tired, so we just went for a walk.
So we
That's
went
a
for a
wild
walk.
reason to like. I'm thinking that's a wild reason to kill yourself, but at the same time, I was just like, I had like a sandwich this morning, and it was the wrong one, and I was just like, time to die.
Yep. So this joint I'm playing right now off of the Songbook Trio joint, Messe Basse de Dur. I don't know if I pronounced that right.
Turn it up.
The reason I picked this is because obviously Ishiwaka's behind the drum kit for almost the entire festival. And then at one point he just comes to the front of the stage with Kakudo and Nishida, and he just starts ripping it up on the piano. And I was just like, wait, Oh, your band's pianist is also just the best drummer in the country. All right, cool. Good to know.
He can't pull that shit off when Aaron's around. You know what I mean? Like when Aaron's around, it's just like, yeah, leave it to him.
But yeah, really phenomenal performance and really incredible musicianship. And you should be checking out Shun Ishiwaka's work.
If you're a fan of jazz, like Japan has some really interesting guys who are experimental and pushing the genre in different directions. Like Mark DeClivelo, who's half Japanese, is out here a lot, and Ronin Orchestra is incredible. Aaron Cholai, who's out here for a long time but is currently in Australia. He is the head of the Australian Art Orchestra. He's got this incredible budget every year to put together these incredible performances, and just also like salt of the earth, good homie peoples. Both of those guys are incredible, and I've just had like kind of the luck or luxury to call them both friends and maybe do a tree with them every once in a while. So yeah, both incredible, super dope guys. This is beautiful too. I got a jazz share afterwards, actually, too. That's what I'm going to share. I guess we're doing jazz today.
Well, let's hit some De La. Yeah, they're jazzy.
Yeah, that's fine. Can you pull that off for me?
I can.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah, the joint. Let's do De La first. Let's break it up. Yeah, this album. Hold on.
Oh, this is also fucking great.
Oh yeah,
the Quelly Chris Cavalier.
We're gonna do that Death tape. We're gonna review that for sure. I already purchased it, so. This is the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Pete Rock Beat?
Yeah.
No, this album's really good.
Yeah.
I talked about this album a lot in the first interview that I had for my podcast, episode 1 or episode 2 was with Maceo of De La and with Dave. Dave was there, but we didn't interview him. He was with his lady, and so Tregoy was just chilling. But yeah, incredible art.
Pre the album, I guess.
What's that?
Pre this album, right?
It was actually right around the time, like right after. It was like a year after. It was like 2017.
They crowdfunded this one, right? I
think so.
This was one that they did over Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Because they were having some label issues, so they decided to do the
Tommy Boy.
Yeah. So they tried to do the whole thing independently, and yeah, really wonderful piece of work. Crazy to think Trugoy was in here.
No, actually, we did the recording at 257. What is the name of that?
Oh yeah. The one in Shimokita.
It's like a Montesando maybe.
Okay.
Somewhere.
I think I know the one. Yeah.
It's not a recording studio. It was a venue.
Yeah.
And we were in the green room doing it.
Oh, word.
Because all I had like a recording device, and because I met him, I was like, "Yo, what's up?"
Yeah.
I was kicking with him all night, and I must have been like 15 beers deep.
Right.
I was super drunk when we did it, but I still maintain a semblance of composure because, shout out, I'm so zen in my drunken double.
Speaking of that, you guys saw Saul Williams.
We talked about it in the last update.
Bro, more than Saul. Saul Williams is my best friend. Sorry, Jet. No, we kicked it with Saul. Like I must have combined time. I probably talked to Saul for like an hour and 20.
Yeah. We had like a half-hour long, like uninterrupted, just the three of us conversation at one point.
Smoking cigarettes and talking shit. You should have rolled up.
Yeah,
it's a $10 show, bro, and there's like 10 people in there. You know, it was dope.
I was trying to convince my friends, bro. They were just like, no, we don't want to do that. I'm like, bro, let's go. And then we ended up not going to another event, some fucking Gyaru event.
Okay.
And then we didn't go to that. And then Freddie Gibbs was just in there fucking just chilling.
Well, see, the thing about that night is like I had the opportunity to link up with AV and kick it with Alchemist and Freddie Gibbs, or go see Saul Williams. And for me, the choice is clear.
Yeah,
the choice is very clear. As much as I love Freddie Gibbs and Alchemist, I've met Alchemist before, but
what is he like in person? He's real sarcastic
real
and
cool.
shit.
I mean, he's a funny dude. He's like he's a New Yorker vibe.
Yeah,
okay. Because my impression is like tweets I used to see from him. Yeah. Bro's mad aggressive on Twitter. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He's got a real New Yorker vibe to me. Even though he's not like a New Yorker, he's got he came up in that kind of part. So he's like kind of quiet when there's a lot of people around. Yeah. But when it's time to kick it and talk, he talks. He's funny. He's observant. Like he's a smart dude. He's a cool dude. I wouldn't say I know him by any means. I was just kind of in proximity and said peace or whatever. But yeah, yeah.
There was also a video from that night at 27 Club in Kabukicho,
riding that stripper, bro.
Where Freddie Gibbs is physically riding a girl around a pole. Like she's like sliding around the pole, and he's sat on top of her holding onto
She's
the pole,
just
spinning around.
So funny.
And yeah, that's
You gotta
that's
put that
Meadow.
clip on the screen, bro.
That's
gotta put that
I'll see if
clip on
I
the
can find it, but
This is a kid-friendly channel.
but
No,
it's
not, but yeah.
Meadow-chan, who is actually someone I know. I actually know that girl. She's
okay.
super cool. She's really chill.
I don't got a
and
lot of stripper homies out here.
She's well, she's not. I mean, she'd probably object to being called a stripper in her
She's like a
defense. 'cause
go-go.
she's a dancer. I mean,
Okay.
she's in incredible
difference.
shape. She also does what shifts at the Muscle Girl bar in
Oh,
Ikebukuro.
I know who you're talking about.
yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
She's
The
like-
Muscle Girl bar here in Bukuro.
Yeah. She's in incredible shape, and she
It's on the east
teaches
side.
pole dancing and stuff out here.
Yeah.
She teaches at that one club in Shibuya that as you're like walking past, you can like see into the window and just see like girls in lingerie dancing. It's pretty cool.
I've never seen that place.
It's around the back end. It's near Bunkamura.
Oh.
But yeah, Meadow-chan was being ridden around
What
a pole
spot
by
is
Freddie
that?
Gibbs.
I'm trying to figure that out.
I can't remember the name. It has
Bunny-
like a fucking
Bunny Hop.
pentagram on the window. It's like
Okay.
something between a pentagram and a Star of David. It's pretty.
You can't see the Madame Wu, right?
No,
no.
you can't.
Okay.
That's actually.
It's like
Yeah.
it's
That
over
place
there
even have
too, though.
windows.
Every time I've been to
No.
Madame Wu's with a rapper, bro. Like I don't get.
You
the
went there
hype.
with ASAP Rocky? Is that who you went there with?
Nah, I went there with Denzel Curry and Smino, man. Like,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
so
two
it's
separate
Smino,
times.
Denzel. Yeah.
And
What-
both times I ended up at Madame Wu. It was crazy, man.
Yo, you see my Madame Wu money up in the light and shit? Like
Oh shit, I've never seen that.
we went for like Christmas Eve or some shit.
Yeah.
Like me and the homies went for Christmas Eve because I was like, I haven't been to a strip club since I've been out here. So I told my wife and daughter, I was like, tonight I'm going to the strip club, and I got like Chambers and a bunch of the other homies like Shimps together, and we went out there, and I was like, yo, these prices are outrageous for girls just walking around in bikinis and shit.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, you got to exchange money, and I was like, well, that's some real hoe shit too. And then like, so we exchanged money, and then after, if you're in there for like an hour and a half, like the money changes, and so your money is useless at this point.
Really?
Yeah, yo,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
it's-
money is not use. Like they switch colors of the money that you
Every
can give
hour?
them, something like every hour or two, right?
crazy.
And so it forces you to get rid of all of your money.
Yeah.
You can't exchange your fake Disney dollars for other, Disney dollars there.
Wow, that's fucked
Yeah,
up,
strip
man.
clubs. I
That's
know that
whack.
all the rappers go to Madame Wu when they're
Yeah,
out here,
yeah.
and I'm just like,
I
yo,
don't get
this,
it.
like, I would rather go to fucking like if Ageha was open.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
or,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
or yeah, One Oak maybe. Because
Ooh,
yeah.
what else? Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I
Yeah.
guess.
There you go.
I mean, I guess they
it's the
do
same
that too.
girls. It's literally the same
Yeah.
girls.
Yeah, it
Like
is.
they move around between different clubs. Shouts out.
There's like two sets.
Shouts out Metal. Shouts out JJ. Shouts out Capri. Shouts out Owl. Like all of those girls. Like they work all of those clubs. It's their jobs. you
There's
know?
like two sets of them, right? There's like the girls that focus on like the hip hop rap clubs, and then the girls that focus on like the dance hall Africa
Yes.
clubs, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And the dance hall Africa ones, they be like mad, like tropical style girls, like Filipino, half Japanese, and then the other girls just be like whatever's.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like mix. You might find a white girl there,
Like Blasians.
or like or like some type of like South American Japanese chick,
At
like
the normal
Japanese and Portuguese type of
Really?
mix. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, from conversations I've had with these girls, like I think most of them, they're just girls who are like really into fitness, really into dancing, and have figured out a way to monetize it. And like they
Right.
make a living off of it.
Yo,
Some
if
of them
you're-
are
if
single
you're gonna-
moms and stuff, and it's just like, yeah.
if you're gonna show your body, like, there's hella better ways to make money doing that than
Yeah.
like you could work at a place where you just like neuro massage
Yeah.
that doesn't do the sex work, and then it's just like beside the hand job, and you'll make hella more bank than working at Madame Wu probably.
Yeah.
I knew two DJs that used to work at Madame Wu back when I was doing the Mega Late Show, but I forgot their names, and they would always invite me, and I'd just be like, Bro, I'm fucking poor. Like, I'm not giving my money away. Like,
the only
to
time I
sexy
ever
women.
I've also only ever been to Madame Wu /27 Club with successful friends, where I didn't have to spend any cash.
Yo, shout out to my homie Chambers, because he's the one that was just giving me Madame Wu bucks, and I'm holding on to them like they're gold, and they're going to go up in value later.
Chambers. Is it Anthony Chambers?
Yeah.
Oh, I met him.
You know Chambers?
Yeah, I
That's
met
my
him
dog, bro. I've known him
randomly.
for a long time. I don't see him anymore because he's got like,
He's a kid, yeah?
Yeah, and also he's like a busy dude. And every time they want to kick it, they're like, yo, let's go to Thailand next month. And I'm just like, yeah, let's do that shit.
that's wild.
But shout out to Chambers, man. Shout out to all those fools. I don't know. I feel like, okay, in the background, let me share my little music joint, right?
yeah.
It's by this band called SML, Small Medium Large. The album title is called Small Medium Large, but the band's name is SML, and it's just a bunch of jazz players, a bunch of really talented people. They recorded this over like an evening, and then somebody else sequenced it and chopped it up and made it into something else. But yeah, it's really interesting, progressive, forward jazz music. Yeah.
It's dope.
Yeah, it's really good. Like I didn't even hit like on a lot of the songs because I just like played it through and was just like,
spaced out to him like.
This is tough, man.
yeah. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You gotta have that. Yo, yeah, I definitely could. I wish there was dope jazz bands that just played and had like open mics. I'd be super down for that.
Yeah, you just
Get the
start-
rapper homies through, cause yeah,
I used to go to a lot of like improvised music things in Koenji, like down at like Club Liner. I don't know if Liner is still there, but and it would be these things where you have like a sign up sheet and you had to like bring something. So it's like you come in and like you could be like, oh, I'm a dancer, or I'm a rapper, I'm a poet, or I'm a bassist, I'm a drummer or whatever. And you know, you bring your instrument or your drumsticks or whatever. They have a kit set up, or they got modular synthesizers and stuff there.
Word.
And then like the runner, Mr. Okada, he would just be like, all right, Takahashi, Matsuoka, Nishida, Jet, get on stage, 10 minutes, go. And then you just have to go up there and just improvise with strangers.
I've been to a
It was
spot like
awesome.
that in
It was fucking-
Shimokita.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been to a spot like that.
Shimokita. I never been there, but yeah.
I went there with Aaron once, and with Maya Hatch, Buddha's wife. And you know, she just got on and started singing and fucking killing. You know, she's a jazz singer, but no, like the music that I used to make with my good best friend Sat, like who I call my brother. We did live improv, like hyper modern jazz. Basically, we just had a bunch of samples, a bunch of drums, and we would just play. And then we were also heavily into like poetry and fucking Anticon and Freestyle Fellowship. So we'd get up there and just start stacking like, you know what I mean, like staccato fucking freeform. And so that's what I like. And I haven't really been like, I recently started feeling like speaking rhythmatically more lately, but yeah, I hadn't been like interested in rapping for decades.
If you caught the word that Mega was about to say instead of staccato, please leave it in the comments.
I just do a lot of scatological, you know what I mean? Yeah, semantic rambling, Gatling gun type of stuffs. But yeah, I don't know if we have much more to say. You know, I understand this is like a hip hop channel, but also it's kind of like a Tokyo channel because we are also like Tokyoites.
Yeah.
Tokyoites.
We said we were gonna do like we've been saying for the full length of the channel, like, oh, we're gonna do an outdoor episode at some point. Like we do a little outdoor setup and just walk around, talk shit. And we haven't done that because we're lazy. But if that sounds interesting to you, then hit us up. Like, let us know in the comments if that's something you'd like to see.
Just walking around shooting the shit.
Do a little Japan content. Be Japan content creators.
Is that like walking around shooting the shit or walking around talking about an album?
I figure just sit somewhere and have a camera stationary, and then I'll use the little I forget what the fucking name it is.
Little Tascam you got down there, or whatever.
Yeah.
You got a Tascam?
Yeah, right under there.
Yeah, this one.
I'm trying to buy
Grab
the
that.
Zoom or
I'm trying to buy
Tascam?
the 05 one.
I think I got the H8.
The H8.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Now this is fucking hard.
Yeah,
I
that
was
is
using it for
dope.
my podcast. Like this is like I've actually on this I've got me, Rory, AV, and Miles rapping with Rap Ferreira. I've got a couple top secret recordings, like sneak it into my like just hide it and then record sneaky recordings. But yeah, this shit is dope. Like it's essentially an interface as well. All I got to do is just bring the 3 mics and the other input for the music, and then we could record just like this
Sick.
outside.
I definitely want to get the other version of it, man. I want to get a record. It's the DR05 or some shit.
Okay, I don't know that one.
It's like a smaller one. Okay. And then you can like record like sounds. So
Word.
I want to start recording like Foley.
I've got a
and shit.
24-bit wave recorder over there too. That Eterol on R9 is really dope, and the sound quality is dope too. I used to make field recording type of music too, and ambient type of music too. Yeah, I don't do art like that anymore, but I used to only want to do art. I think it was when I stopped having weed. That's when things started changing for me. When I stopped having the creativity of weed, when I went to Texas and like weed, everybody, it was like all Mexican brick or like low grade hydro that people only wanted to smoke out of fucking Swisher Sweet blunts or blunts. I was like, yo, I don't like the way this tastes. I don't like the high that I get. And I stopped smoking weed in Texas. And then I moved to Japan, and you know the vibes. Like I'm not a person that's willing to spend that much out here or put myself in the danger of having it on me all the time.
Yeah, you got a family, bro.
Yeah, but I guess that's it.
Yeah,
What do you guys think? Secret House against.
Shouts out
Tokyo
Demetrius
Trace.
Johnson.
Yeah. Shout out to fucking Super Lek, bro.
Hey.
That finish is crazy. It's like 10 seconds in. It's like one elbow. But yeah, shout out to everybody. Patreon's on the screen doing their thing. We appreciate it. Love all of y'all. Pay attention. This album's amazing. Tibetan Death Quartet. What album do you guys want to do first?